the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Washington State's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Washington State Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were. You could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game's critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Takes matters into its own hands. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense in a bunch formation. Throws it back. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. The extra point here would tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Broncos offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Sire Gaines. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Drops back. It's Herrera. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think sometimes when those quarterbacks are in the pocket and you got the rush closing in on, they try to throw the football over top of somebody, and it just floats out of bounds. It looked like that's what happened on that play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Caught. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Sticks it in his belly. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running inside. It's Gaines. Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Now he's looking to throw it. Here comes the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield is Herrera. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown Broncos! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And man, this defense defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Finds his man. It's Baker. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're all over it. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Washington State going quickly.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The corners are walked up tight. To throw, it's Herrera. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This offense really needs to get something going. Hunt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Herrera. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Baker. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll run it. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Look out! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 30. Inside the... all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Left side is Baker. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking to throw, it's Herrera. Under pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Bates.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 9 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Washington State's head coach told me at halftime, this is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said, our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
It's inside. It's Gaines. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Burrowing for yardage. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is fourth down. The Broncos will punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well run him again. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Turns up, it's Baker. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Out wide left, it's Hawkins. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on you.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Touchdown, Cougars. They take the lead with the 6. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. A designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry.
Washington State 26, Boise State 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Looking left. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The late hit moves. Up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Gaines. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Gives it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand it to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Selling the fake. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moves the pocket. It's Herrera. Finds the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And his throw is incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And he makes the grab for the Dukes. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They go to the draw. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Broncos. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Rattles it back. Rushes on. Right side, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Working that left side now. On the stop. And the Cougars will hustle to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the stick.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on fourth down. Unloads it left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Washington State ready to go with another first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Beverly. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sells to fake. He's got the tight end. There he goes. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
At the 35, he's loose. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books now, 1st and 10 from the 44. The run inside. It's Gaines. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. There is nothing